today I'm going to talk about the gear I'm going to be bringing on my upcoming through hike of the Long Trail. First, I'm going to go over my big three. The backpack I'm going to be bringing is the Gossamer Gear Mariposa 60. It's a 60-liter pack, ultra lightweight, weighs about 28 ounces. I have the size small torso length. On my Mariposa, I have a few add-ons that I will be bringing with me. I've not decided yet if I'm going to bring the shock compression cords. Two things I will definitely be bringing though is the bottle rocket, inside which I plan to have a half-liter bottle that I'll always have at hand for when I want to take a drink of water. I will also have the size small medium shoulder strap pocket in which I'll keep my sunglasses and my phone when I'm not using it. For the integrated sit pad, I haven't decided yet if I'm going to bring the Airflow or the original Gossamer Gear sit pad that came with the pack. Inside my Mariposa, I will be lining it with the Gossamer Gear bag liner. For my shelter, I will be hammock camping, and I have the War Bonnet Blackbird. I have the Beckett suspension for it. For my tarp, I have the Hammock Gear Dyneema Hex tarp without doors, and I have that in the mesh sleeve to help with ease of setting it up and taking it down. Along with that, I am going to be carrying a set of 6 titanium tent stakes. Underneath my hammock, I will be using the War Bonnet Yeti 40-degree underquilt. For my top quilt, I will be using the Enlightened Equipment Revelation 40-degree. Next, let's talk about clothing. I'll start with the clothing that I intend to hike in. First, on my feet, I will have the Ultra Lone Peak 4.5 trail runners with the Super Feet green insoles. Also on my feet, I will be wearing the lightweight Injinji socks for blister prevention, and I may or may not also wear a pair of lightweight Darn Tough socks over them. For underwear, I have the Ex Officio women's briefs and a Velocity No Sweat sports bra. I have a pair of shorts by Pony. For a shirt, I have a tank top from Columbia. It's got the Omni Freeze technology to help keep you cool when you sweat. I will also have a Columbia button-up shirt that I will use to protect me from sun and bugs. On my head, I have a hookah band, and I have my bug net hat, which when I don't need the bug net, I can stow it away inside the hat and it just becomes a regular hat. I will also be wearing a pair of fingerless sun gloves from Outdoor Research. I've recently started wearing these because I noticed that I kept getting sunburn on my hands because of where I hold my hands while I'm holding my trekking poles. These are great because they cover my hands, protect my hands from the sun, but they also don't make my hands super hot either. I will be trying out a pair of Dirty Girl gaiters on my trail runners to keep out any dirt and rocks and twigs from getting in. On days when it's raining, I have a pair of rain pants, which will also kind of double as warmth on cooler nights. And I have the Terra Hiker poncho tarp, which I will be wearing over myself and my backpack to protect from the rain. I recently tried this out on another backpacking trip and it worked really well, keeping me dry. I also really liked using it as sort of a place where I could put my gear when I'm in my hammock so that it frees up space in my hammock and also will keep my stuff dry. For at camp, I have a pair of flip-flops. I have fleece-lined leggings, which I will be sleeping in on cooler nights, and also to wear around camp when it's cold. These are by EMS. They're the Ascent series. I have a Columbia long sleeve top. I don't know the name of it, but it's the striped one. I love this shirt. It's so comfortable. I will be wearing this around camp and to sleep in. I have an extra pair of Darn Tough socks for sleeping in when it's cold. I have an extra pair of ex officio underwear to change into when the other one's dirty. Now we'll be bringing my Rocket and Rolla puffy for when it's cold. Let's talk about kitchen. For food, I will be doing a separate video to talk about what food I'll be bringing. For water, I will have 2 smart water bottles filled with water, plus the half-liter bottle I talked about before. For filtration, I will have the Katadyn Be Free, which I will have a brand new filter for before my thru hike. And the great thing about the Be Free is you can also keep this filled with water as well. So I will have carrying capacity of 3.5 liters of water for spans of time where water is scarce, which is pretty common in the northern part of the trail. Speaking of having trouble getting water, someone tipped me off that I should bring part of an empty water bottle as a scoop, as sometimes the water sources can be barely a trickle and really difficult to get the water filter underneath, so having this as a scoop will help with that. For my pot, I have a Tokes, I think this is a 750 milliliter pot, and I will keep my stove inside of that. My stove is the Batch Stoves alcohol stove. I have a little windscreen I made for it out of a to-go container, a 8-ounce bottle filled with heat as my fuel, which I will refill as part of my resupplies. I have a little medicine cup for measuring 2 tablespoons so that I can pour the right amount in the stove. I have a box of matches, a hot scrubby, and this is a homemade cozy that I made specifically for this pot. For eating, I will be bringing a Fossil's Snap Fold cup, which will double as a plate when unfolded. So these things are really cool because you just snap them up and now it is a cup. And I will be bringing a titanium fork-spoon combo as my eating utensil. For electronics, I will be using the Nightcore new headlamp. I will have this single earbud and microphone that came with my PlayStation. I like this because it's really lightweight and I can use it as one earbud so that I have one ear free for listening to music and podcasts, and it also has this microphone which I can use for recording things in selfie mode since my selfie microphone is not really good. I will of course have my iPhone 6S, which I'm recording on now, and I have a power cord for it. I will recharge my devices with an Anker 20,000 milliamp hour charger, which I will recharge in town using this mini USB charging cord and a plug. I will also be wearing my Apple Watch, and I will bring an Apple Watch charger as well. For bathroom items, I will be bringing the Kula cloth as a pee cloth, a Kulo Clean Trail bidet, some backup toilet paper, and a little thing of hand sanitizer. For first aid, I will have a plastic bag with Band-Aids, antiseptic wipes, triple antibiotic ointment, Tylenol, and other medicine that I take, as well as a set of tweezers. And I'm also going to put my repair kit in here, which would basically be some gear tape and a spare piece for my hammock. I will be bringing a fanny pack on my thru hike. I have the Gossamer Gear Bumpster, and in this I will be carrying my tripod, which I am using right now to record, as well as a set of micro and macro lenses. I will have some lip balm in here and a handkerchief, as well as my GMC member card, my ID, credit cards, money, etc. For sun and bug protection, I will have a little bottle of Ben's 100 DEET. I have some solar goo as a sunscreen. For toiletries, I have my acne face wash and cream. I have some toothpaste tablets, a toothbrush, a small loofah, some soap, a small thing of deodorant, moist wipes, floss, a face towel. I will be bringing the Long Trail map. I have an inflatable pillow that I blow up with a straw. I will be bringing the Sea to Summit shower as a dry bag and also to hang my food with. I will also possibly be using this as a shower on the trail. We'll see how that works out. I have a small knife I'll be bringing, and I'll be using 2 tub snowshoe poles as trekking poles. If you have any questions about anything that I'm bringing, please leave a comment. I'll leave a link to my Lighterpack list so that you can see the weights of everything in case you're curious about that. My setup is not an ultralight setup. It's more lightweight. I think my base weight is a little over 10 pounds, maybe 11 pounds. I will be starting my thru hike in about 3 weeks, so I'm really excited. Thank you for watching and happy trails.